Hey,
Hey, what's going on, man?
we are live.
Whew, just made it.
Just made it.
God, I was trying to find a glass.
Did you find a glass?
Ah, fudge. Yeah. Oh, dumbass. Hit my elbow.
So I'm
What was
gonna
going on?
actually. I don't know much, dude. So I'm gonna build us a better timer, a longer timer than 30 seconds.
Sounds good.
No, so for some reason I'm getting all choppy on Brime. I'm not sure why.
Let me see here.
Interesting.
That is very interesting.
All right. Let me see. Let me make sure that I can actually, if I'm actually recording anything. I don't know if it's recording. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know.
That's a good question. Let me see here. Of course, I can't tell on my end.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. It looks like it's pretty clean on Brime right now.
Yeah, it looks okay.
So that's good.
Sweet.
Excellente.
So,
welcome.
What are you drinking? Yes.
Welcome, everybody. So today we're going to go with Basil Hayden.
Oh.
This is their toast brand. As you can see, I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
This one. Hold on, I gotta do my old man thing here.
Get the magnifiers
Shut up,
out.
fucker! Don't laugh at me.
I'm laughing with the
you
rest
ain't
of
motherfucker.
them.
No, you ain't. All right, so
yeah.
It says specifically crafted, specially crafted. See, I can't even fucking read with glasses on. Especially. Let's try again.
I'm guessing 3/4 that was just finished about 45 minutes ago.
No, if only that were true. All right, so specially crafted new toast charred oak barrels impart a unique flavor to this Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Oh.
Yeah. Revealing layered notes of toasted wood, and it does too. And sweet caramel, always with the subtle complexity for which Basil Hayden is known and loved. So, Basil Hayden is a good one. The first time I had this was a different. I'm trying to think of what kind it was, but it was good. It didn't really tickle my fancy. There was a guy that I know through work that actually recommended this bottle. I had never seen it, never tasted it. He recommended it. And I was going through the liquor store a couple months ago and I found it. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm buying it. It's like $50 a bottle, which is not too bad.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
I wasn't sure what I was going to go with.
What'd you go with?
Well, like I talked about Knob Creek before, I'm not a fan. It's okay. It's okay. It'll get the job done.
Okay.
So, but I'm going with this.
You're doing the IPA?
Yes.
You're doing the Glenfiddich IPA. Oh, nice.
Yes.
Good choice, sir. Good choice.
There's not, I know you can't really tell, but there's not a whole hell of a lot left. It's one of the other ones that I
tell by the way you're holding the bottle. It's kind of light, so
yeah, it's
that of yours is extremely powerful and strong.
Well, it's right down to where my pinky is there. So
okay.
Here.
Oh well.
So
there's more than I thought there was.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure. Don't know. We're gonna go through rigmarole as if we've got the entire planet watching us.
Of course.
So we'll stay within our terms of service of different platforms and try and be neutral about a lot of things, but explain where opinions are our own. A lot of times they are our own, but we base them off of data and facts. So Go ahead.
Yes.
You first.
Um.
Introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Brent. I'm 38-year-old father, 3, married to my wife, beautiful woman. My mother actually introduced us. Gotta be 16, 17 years ago. Um. I work hard, ish, as hard as I want to. Let's put it that way. Um. when you do a job, 15 plus years, you kind of get used to it. So I don't find it to be so much a job anymore. It's more of a place I go fill my day up so I can come home and spend time doing things that I like and with the kids and stuff. Um, I'm one of those people that I know you said keep it. We're gonna try and keep it neutral. I was gonna enter with a funny segue, but
No, go ahead. No, go
okay.
ahead.
So
What I meant by neutral is
opinions and facts, and look at it
yeah.
from both sides. Okay, so
Yeah.
I treat myself more like Mr. George W. I don't beat around him. Okay, I'm more. You classify me more of as a Bill Clinton. I'm a straight shoot it at you and hope you catch it on your dress. That's kind of the way I am. If you don't like it, unfortunately, that's your choice. I try to get along with everybody. Um, I don't discriminate. I I don't have time for that shit. You know, but that's just me. What about yourself?
Um, well, actually, we're just making sure from a technical side that we're good to go.
Good, I'm muted, right? Oh,
I got to make sure that we're actually coming through. So,
on Prime.
yes. Yes.
Let's see. Yep, maybe, maybe not. I do not hear anything on Prime.
That's what I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. We are coming through.
Perfect. Oh, I am not.
Yeah.
Why is
I
this?
just had my settings wrong on here, which is kind of out of screen. You can't see it. Anyway, so for me, my name is Jeremy. I am 50 years old. I'm an engineer. I'm a father. I'm a vet. I'm an American military veteran of the United States Air Force. TACP, Special Operations. Did a lot of cool shit. Got to blow stuff up. Um, I I currently work for the U.S. government as an Army civilian. I'm an aerospace engineer. Love what I do. It's challenging, but it's rewarding. It really is. I see things from a different point of view in the work I do. Plus, I always see things from a different point of view of my experiences in my past. So I'm not, I don't, I've had people call me racist. I'm not racist. I hate everybody equally. So, the way I see it is if you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care where you're from. I don't give a shit. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. And I probably will call you that.
He will.
If anything I say offends you, I'm not going to apologize. I believe that everyone has a voice, yeah, and everyone has a right to agree or disagree, and that's fine. But we are here, and we put this together to open dialogue and discuss and talk about things and kind of put out what we think and the way we see things, and we did it from my side as an American and from Brent's side as a Canadian. Because believe it or not, we come from two different totally backgrounds. We were talking about this yesterday.
Yes,
Two
we
totally
were.
different backgrounds, but we see the same thing, which is kind of interesting if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, how long have we known each other now?
Oh my God. A few years.
shit.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's got to be at least 4 or 5.
Yeah, at least.
It's got to be something like that now.
I think the girls were just babies.
Yeah. So yeah, and they just turned 5. So
yeah, so
it's
at least 4 years.
Time fucking flies, man. Holy.
Does.
Whoa.
Does. Getting old, man. All this gray fucking hair and shit.
Yeah. That's why. Shave it and you can't see shit.
I'm getting thin up here, so I'm tempted.
I started losing it when I was 17.
Yeah. It's all good.
I was 21. I still had fucking hair, but it was starting to recede, spiked up and shit. Man, that was the fucking early 2000s.
Yeah, I used to wear hats all the time, and people always saying, "Well, you're gonna lose your hair. You're gonna lose your hair." It's like, no, it doesn't really affect it that much.
That's why I wear a hat.
Yeah. So
I tell my son all the time, I'm jealous of him.
Oh yeah, my son's got the typical teenage kid hair now. So he's got the top of the hair is, everything's kind of short, but his top is kind of long, but he curls it. So he's got it permed.
Oh, okay.
So he's got all these short curls up on top. Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's really cool stuff. All right. So some of the topics of discussion, the things that we're going to go through.
Hey, before we get into that, I just want to throw a quick, huge thank you and shout out to Zach and Deacon for allowing us to do this over here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's the only platform personally that I would feel comfortable doing it on, knowing that they actually care.
Yeah,
so I just want to put that out there.
Shout out to you guys. Thank you.
Definitely. Much appreciated. And I don't know them personally. Haven't really talked to either of them. But yeah, they both seem really good guys.
So question, can you hear my soundboard when I do that?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Zach, hello. Hello, Zach. How are you? Can you hear my soundboard? Could you hear the applause? Please let me know. Want to make sure that everything's coming through. Yes, you could. Thank you, sir. Right on. So
sweet.
We're going to dive right in here. And part of the purpose behind this was we want to talk. There's things that we want to talk about. We share perspective and counter perspective. That's important. So
yes,
he and I don't agree on everything. We don't. Nope. And that's fine. That's perfect. But we talk about it. We have educated adult conversations. I don't call him a fucking Canuck. He doesn't call me a fucking Yank. I mean, he does, and I do, but that's out of jest, We have fun together, and he likes it when I reference Canada's Canuckistan.
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's not that one. Yeah.
But the whole point for us here, we're gonna talk about different things. We're gonna talk about everything from gaming to politics. We're gonna get into some political discussions. We want to talk about that stuff, and we've got some other things we're gonna throw out there: family, sports. Today is Super Bowl Sunday here in the U.S. I know Brent's kind of a sports fan.
Yep.
I'm not.
A little bit.
So,
not as much as I used to be, but hey.
Yep. So we're here to just kind of talk about things. And eventually you might be seeing this on YouTube. But we're going to do live broadcasts on Brime. We might look at multi-streaming later through Brime. But Brime.tv is where we're at.
We also have a Twitter.
Yep. So we got a Twitter set up. So we're just getting things established. This is the first episode. This is episode 1. Is you look in the title of the stream, epised 1. So
the beginning of the shit show.
Beginning of the shit show, exactly. So we just kind of pulled it out of our ass. To be honest with you.
Basically, it's a glimpse into our conversations.
Yeah. These are conversations that we have, and I thought it would be neat to share them with you guys.
Yeah, and the credit goes to Sifu for this because he kind of brought the idea to me. What a whopping! Well, let me see. 4 days ago.
Was it 4 days ago?
Was it four? I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No,
It was
I think. Oh,
5?
maybe it was. Yeah. So I had this idea, and
I don't know. It's been a while.
hey, Zach, can you see this? Representing. Got my Brime logo sitting there.
Da, 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 da.
And my 3D printers. Well, printer. That's the printer, and that is my finishing station. So, all right. So one of the things I wanted to dive into about this, and we're gonna kind of do heavy today, and Brent's gonna do a lot of talking and showing and sharing. A lot of you know we've got this Freedom Convoy going on in Canada, right? Funny thing, let me pull it up real quick because I sent it to you, but I can actually pull it up now. So
Oh, okay, perfect.
let me pull it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So I thought this was interesting because there's been people talking about there's been people talking about the Freedom Convoy, right? And doing one in the United States. Well, I came across this tweet today. It says truckers on the move, California to DC. Thing is I can't really find anything that is
Substantial.
yes,
Yeah.
substantial to really, to really say this is true or not. But it wouldn't surprise me, really wouldn't. And what's interesting is if you look at this comment right here, it says lockdown California too. They make truckers do what they make truckers do to drive in Cali is BS.
I'm assuming there's a lot of regulations there.
There are a lot of regulations. So I thought that was interesting from our perspective. I also came across another one that I think you might. I don't know if you've seen this one yet, because I know we were prepping to get stuff done. But I'll share this one as well.
Sorry, I'm just looking up a couple things over here.
You are perfectly fine.
Looks like 1 minute ago, CTV just said that the truckers agreed to leave residential neighborhoods.
Oh, nice.
And they should. They should. Let's stick them downtown. Right?
Yep.
Parliament.
So you see this?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That
largest shit stain on Canada in a very long time.
Yeah, that really kind of, that's like a slap in the face for a lot of people.
It is.
You know. So I know Brent has had some people on the ground there that he's been in communication with. So it's all yours, my friend.
It's one of those things that it's been so blown out of proportion by the media. And I mean, now don't get me wrong, there's been bad things happen. Nobody can really substantiate most of it. Like if you look at what happened yesterday, okay, there's a war memorial there. Okay. Now, the very first day or the first Saturday that the convoy arrived 3 weeks ago, there was 2 vehicles that were parked on there and they shouldn't have been there. So I got rid of them. Now, right away, to me, if you're concerned about desecration of a monument like that, right, and it was intentional, and you thought something was going to happen that night or the following day, that's when you would put a barrier around it, right? They waited till the following Friday at like 2:00 in the morning. They had CBC News there to videotape it and take pictures. Well, yesterday, a group, depends on who you talk to, was from like 30 to 50 vets that went and took down the fence and that is their memorial. That's everybody's, right? That's not the government's. That they to me, that's not the government's, right? They're not the ones that fought for it. So they're on CTV today. They were saying that a group of, quote, what did they say? How did he put that? Apparent veterans. No, they're vets.
Apparent vets?
Apparent.
How do you? Okay.
and this is after they had actually interviewed 2 different vets. Then they told them exactly where they were from and who they were, and then turn around and blatantly lie to people. Wow. Chris, Big Red.
Yeah, you want me to show this?
Sure.
All right.
It's done. The veterans come to Ottawa. The government puts barricades around the war memorial. I'll show you what goes on. This is what happens. Vets take the gates down. This is what happens, guys. This is what happens.
So notice something about that. Let's go back a second. Just want to go back just to about right there. You see what they're doing?
Absolutely.
They're stacking it up. They're not just ripping it down and throwing it aside and setting fires or any of that crazy shit. They're stacking it up and putting it away nice and neat.
Yep. And that's the key. Yeah. I haven't seen one report of any violence at all from any of these people. Though, a week or so ago, somebody tried to set a building on fire, and the guy apparently proclaimed himself to be a convoy supporter. It turned out he was not. So, yeah, that shit was staged. But continue. Sorry.
Happens. You guys want to see how it's?
So you see, that's how it's done, guys. That's exactly how it's done.
It's videos like that make me proud. I've never served,
dude.
But those guys, I got a few friends that have served. Utmost respect for them. Absolutely. No, it's sad to see what they've done. They're trying to turn it into a white nationalist shit, which is complete bullshit. I've never seen anything quite like that on this scale, when there's so much video evidence to contradict it. Right? Fringe minority. Okay, fine. Call it that. When does it become not a fringe minority and the majority of society? My assumption would be usually when you start to kind of see a worldwide movement go. Australia, Italy, France, the US apparently too, right? It's one of those things that the government has taken way too much, right? Too much control, and they've mistaken kindness for weakness is what they've done. And everybody that says, oh, lock them up, stop them. Listen, these are the same guys that are protesting for your freedom of rights, right? That bring you all your food, your medication, right? What they're doing is fighting against lockdowns, mandates for vaccines and stuff. The way I see it is, if you're protesting against that, so you're for locking down, you're for forcing people to get vaccines, you basically want to control them, which that just shows me who you are. And if that's the case, well, hey.
Sorry, I did not mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So
that's fine.
So I have this up on the screen right now because there's something that he says in this that
every fucking time you put his face up, man, that
is scary. Well, I understand, but there's a very important piece in here that actually Stephen Crowder pointed out on his show, A Lot with Crowder. that I watch religiously, for a couple of reasons. One, he's funny. Two is he actually shows up. He actually shows facts with what he's talking about. He backs up what he's talking about, right? So I want you to listen to this for a second.
To underline that close to 90% of truckers in this country are vaccinated.
Okay, that's important. That is very important.
Yep.
That is extremely important. And the reason that's important is because most of we call them the legacy media. The legacy media is more about they're trying to point out the bad shit and all the bad stuff that's happened and everything that's kind of they're making this look horrible and this is terrible, and that they're anti-vaxxers. Oh my God, they're anti-vaxxers. No, they're not. As he just said, 90% of them are vaccinated.
Yep.
And I use that word very loosely because mRNA vaccinations are a little different than a standard vaccination. So bad that they had to change the actual official definition of vaccine, but whatever. We're not going to get into the science of that. That's not this platform.
Just to clarify that, since I think the beginning of 2016, the CDC has changed that definition about half a dozen times.
Ah, well, see, there you go. Okay, so more on this. Let's watch this. There's a couple of other things he says in here that everyone in the world should be concerned about.
Like close to 90% of Canadians. Over the past many months and years now, Canadians have stepped up to protect each other, to protect our frontline workers, to protect our elders, to protect our young people, to protect people like truckers who are putting food on our grocery store shelves.
Important.
Canadians have stepped up to do the right thing to protect the freedoms and the rights of Canadians to get back to the things we love to do. We know the way through this pandemic is by getting everyone vaccinated. And the overwhelming majority, close to 90% of Canadians, have done exactly that. The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views.
That right there. Okay, that should be the end of his conversations, period. Done. He should be removed from office because that is treasonous right there.
You would fucking think so, huh?
So, and let me point out why. Because he is, and Brent, please correct me if I'm wrong, he is an elected official.
Yep.
Okay. He's an elected official. And unacceptable views. Who is he to say whether or not your views are acceptable or not?
Exactly.
Right?
And that's the whole thing. That's what they're fighting against.
Yep. And that's what I'm trying to point out.
If I could, I'd be there.
Just views that they're expressing do not represent the views of Canadians.
So
holding unacceptable views.
Unacceptable views. I'm sorry. It really chaps my ass every time I hear that.
That's that. I got to be careful what I say, because that's one that.
Oh no, I understand.
I mean, there's a very. It's a simple solution. Well, there's multiple solutions, right? The problem is the one solution is not viable at all. Just because of the system, the way the system works. But there was reports today that he might be caving.
I think I heard something about that. I think I did. And yes, I do, Zach. And Zach, just so you know, I'm only answering because it's you. One of the things we're not going to do is sit and
Zach,
address every
thank you.
comment that comes into the chat. Because if we get a whole shitload of people, it's going to be nuts.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, I heard something about him possibly cracking, but I didn't
Yeah, so did
actually
I,
get a
but-
chance to look it up.
And
So,
the problem is,
if you could find it.
you can't. You know what? Oh, hang on. I can't on this PC. Give me 1 second, man. Let me go over here.
Okay.
Because my stream, well, both of them, I don't have my VPN set up on the one.
Oh, okay.
So I never get, and that's the fucking problem. Because as soon as you don't have a VPN, I mean, you don't get what you're actually looking for. A lot of the time.
Right.
Because there are some videos that I've been trying to search now on this one that I can't find.
Okay.
Whoops. Let me just see here. My bad. No, so I haven't heard much out of Ottawa today. There's been a whole bunch of reports that they were going to send in like child protective services and all that shit the other day. I don't think they did. It's one of those things that these guys, a lot of them take their kids and their wives with them. That's what they do. And that's what people don't understand. They're like, oh, don't they have jobs? Yeah. And probably 90% of them will still when this is over. If they choose. It's hard to see a government overreach like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going over something here. 1 second.
Yeah, this is a live show, guys. So
Yeah, sorry.
good things are going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah, I did see something about that somewhere, but I don't remember where I saw it. It was like I think it was a tweet or something. I can't find it.
So-
now. I'm not seeing it.
Here's the thing. I have a funny suspicion that everything that everybody sees, like, oh, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Most of that is, well, it's for show, right? Media. They gotta have something. The reason I say that is, if they were able to move them out like a lot of people think they have the right to, you wouldn't have tweets like, I convened with the incident response group again today. We went over the efforts underway to address the illegal blockades and occupations, which is bullshit to begin with, because it's not occupations. These are fucking protests.
Yep.
And then it says, we'll continue to make sure municipal, provincial, and federal authorities have what they need to end the blockades and protest or protect public safety. Now, if they're using everything and they can't make them go, what else do they have? They have one last ditch effort, and that is to try and bring in, either use force, which obviously will never happen. I don't think, and if they do, it's a civil war at that point, because you're going to have a lot of people swarming. I think.
Yeah, it's kind of a lead into, right?
That's exactly it, right? And I hope to hell it never gets to that point, right?
Right.
But what's their next option? The military, right? Well, you can't. They can't, because now you're into a dictatorship.
Well, so
I mean,
I know here in the U.S., in order to deploy military forces or any kind of thing like this, it requires a declaration of a state of emergency. And
which they did in Ottawa, over barbecues, bonfires, inflatable fucking bouncy castles,
I saw
and
that.
Hockey in the streets. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
So here's the reason I don't think it would happen with the military for the simple fact that Trudeau is the same guy that went out and did a town hall meeting across Canada in different cities. And a vet stood up and asked him, actually, you know what? Let me see if I can find it, because I can't do it justice. Sorry, guys. He says, we can't afford to give the vets anymore.
We can't afford to give the vets anymore. What the hell does
Yes.
that mean?
I think something like that.
I just
Here, let's see. This. Oh, sorry. So this was 4 years ago. Okay. Now let's see if we can. I don't know if you guys be able to hear it. You can't hear that, can you?
nope.
Okay. We are going to have an issue, I think. Let me see if I can share.
Try sharing it.
Thank you.
Got audio.
Perfect.
Just want to step over here.
So this is what it's 10 minutes long, so I won't go through the whole thing.
My name is Brock Blaschek. I'm a retired corporal with the Prince Canadian Light Infantry out here in Edmonton, 1st Battalion.
Oh,
What's that?
oh,
Yeah. So
military thing. Oh,
yep.
my approval.
I served in the Canadian Armed Forces for 7 years. I deployed in Afghanistan back in 2009 until April 3rd, where I was obviously severely wounded by a roadside bomb or improvised explosive. As you can see, I've lost my left leg. I have 58% soft tissue loss and 88% nerve damage on my right leg. Back in August 24th, 2015, you made the promise, and I'll quote it here: "No veteran will be forced to fight their own government for the support and compensation they have earned." Yet you are still currently in a legal battle with veterans regarding equal support and compensation to their peers. You know, as you can tell, we have two standard of veterans who fought in the same war: the ones prior to 2006 and the ones after 2006. There are two standards, one on the old Pension Act and one under this new lump sum or soon to be lifetime pension option. Which, by the way, Mr. Prime Minister, by what you just said here, through my own determination, I'm still at work. So technically, by what you said just a little while ago, I don't qualify for it.
And remember, he lost his leg.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Sorry. So my question is,
Thank you for being here. Thank you for your courage.
So my question is to you, Mr. Prime Minister, what veterans were you talking about? Because you have ISIL or ISIS members coming into a reintegration program. You did a backdoor deal with Omar Khadr with not even stepping into the courtroom. So again, my question is, what veterans were you talking about? Was it the ones that fought for the freedoms and values that you so proudly boast about, or was it the ones who fought against? Because honestly, Mr. Prime Minister, I was prepared to be injured in the line of duty when I joined the military. Nobody forced me to join the military. I was prepared to be killed in action. What I wasn't prepared for, Mr. Prime Minister, is Canada turning its back on me.
Pause it right there. So,
Yep.
this is something else that we deal with in the U.S. as well. As veterans, I personally have been on the docket now for my hearing, or a legal hearing with the VA and my attorney for 2 years for a video hearing. 2 years. And don't give me this COVID bullshit.
Yeah,
2 fucking years. It's like, Jesus Christ,
That's
what the
horseshit.
fuck are you people doing? And
That
I've
is
been trying to
horseshit.
get the VA to do something for me and help me since, oh, I don't know, 1998.
Yep. Hey, it.
So I feel his pain, and
Oh yeah. Just wait till you
I
hear this guy's response.
okay, go ahead.
So which veteran was it that you were talking about?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your passion and your strength and being here today to share this justifiable frustration. And
Now, I want you guys to listen.
Justifiable frustration.
Okay, what
you
he
motherfucker.
says. Okay, this is now. Just listen to what he says.
with me and with all of us here. Thank you for having the courage to stand here, and thank you for listening to my answer. On a couple of elements you brought up. First of all, why are we still fighting against certain veterans groups in court? Because they are asking for more than we are able to give right now. They are asking for more than we, well, no, hang on. You're asking for honest answers. The old Veterans Charter involved lump sum payments and very little in the way of services. We have significantly invested in services, rehabilitation, support, investments in training, in support for caregivers and families that have gone a long way towards improving the quality of life and outcomes for veterans. And we cannot return to the amount of money that was given before without accounting for the money invested in services for veterans. And what I know from veterans I've spoken to is nobody wants, after having served their country with valor and honor and sacrifice, to have their government say, here's your check, now don't bother us anymore. We need to support you through the course of your life with the things that you need, with the things that your family needs for it. And that is at the heart of the new veterans approach that we have, that you will see more details on in the budget coming forward. So I get that. Now, you also brought up a couple of other issues. The issue of ISIL fighters and the issue of Omar Khader. And if you like, I'll address both of those. Thank you.
He fucking asked you.
There are about 60 people
Yep.
who have returned from places like Syria and other places in the Middle East suspected of having fought with Daesh or ISIL. Those.
Okay. You heard what he said there. Suspected of fighting
Yes.
with.
Yes.
Okay. Now
I
he's
heard
talking
it.
about Omar Khadr or whatever the hell it Omar.
Yep.
Okay.
folks are being monitored and watched and accounted for by our intelligence agencies, by our security agencies. In fact, 2 of those people have been brought up on charges. Under the previous government, which, according to some of you, was a lot tougher on these sorts of things, there were also about 60 people under surveillance, or at least known to our intelligence agencies over many years. None of them had ever been brought up on charges, so we've at least moved forward a little bit on that. But at no point are we ever compromising our security or the strength of our communities with Canadians who are returning from overseas. We are doing what we need to do to keep all Canadians safe. Now, on the issue of Omar Khader, it's an issue that a lot of people are really frustrated about, and I count.
Okay, sorry. Now, from what I understand is this goes back quite a few years, like 2004. I think he started the lawsuit in 2004 for $20 million against the U.S. or against the Canadian government for the way he was treated and mishandled. Now, this is a guy that, as far as I know, basically blew up a soldier. a U.S. soldier, from what I recall.
Omar did?
Yes.
Okay.
Myself
So this
to be
is,
one of them.
yeah.
We made a significant payment to Omar Khader. If we had continued to fight in court, it could have been $30 or $40 million of payment and costs.
Which is
Every
bullshit.
single dollar of that is money that could or should have been spent on veterans, on school programs, on kids, on health, on any number of other things. Except that money serves a very clear purpose. And it's not about anything that Omar Khader might have done or didn't do. It doesn't have anything to do with what they did. It has everything to do with what the Canadian government did or didn't do. The Canadian government, previous governments were complicit in the violation of Omar Khader's fundamental charter rights as a Canadian.
Because he was underage at the time.
Yep, I saw that.
In Canada, we don't believe in torture, no matter what crimes you might have committed, no matter how.
I'm going to pause him there for 1 second. I would like to let everybody know that this man does not speak for myself.
Unpopular or unpleasant you may be,
Just
it
saying.
is not allowed and not right and not in keeping with Canadian values.
I don't want somebody putting
to
words in my
allow
mouth.
anyone to be tortured. And yet, previous governments allowed a Canadian citizen to be tortured. And the fact, excuse me, sorry, sir, I'm in the middle of answering.
You just keep talking.
Yep.
Why are you disrespecting everyone here, including this gentleman?
That is
who
his way
who's standing here asking
of getting
a
out of
question. Yes, sir.
continuing to answer.
Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you stop shouting at me, sir, I will give you the microphone, and you can ask the question into the microphone. Will that make you happy, sir? No, I'll give you a microphone, sir. Yes.
So, yeah, this goes on.
Okay.
But anyways, so the settlement, the point is, the settlement that they reached was $10.5 million. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw he blew up, he killed a Army sergeant first class
Yes.
after he spent 10 years in Guantanamo.
Yep, and rightfully so. It's yeah, that's sad.
And
But that's what they're fighting against.
okay.
Is shit like that. And fucking media just wants to completely spin it, of course, because, well, I mean, I think we were talking about this last night, right? I haven't looked at like Canadian stuff, but I know like CNN is down, 92% in viewership over the last 2
Something like
years?
that. Something like that.
Why? That would be my question. If
That's
they're
a great
telling
question.
the truth, why?
Great question.
If everybody believes them and they're on the same side, why? Nobody can give me that answer.
Nope. And you're not going to get an answer. I mean, you're going to get an opinion, but they're not going to give you the actual answer.
Shit, I spilled. Put my glass in the wrong spot. My bad. So,
How dare
what
you?
yeah, I know. So what do you see from the media down in your end on the convoy?
Well, I've been sharing a lot of the stuff that I see with you.
Right.
And most of it is just I will say it's not necessarily negative, or it's not positive.
Okay. No.
But what I do know is they tend to they tend to light a fire and just kind of let it go. You know, they'll come in to a crowd of people social media is like this. Anywhere you go, no matter what platform it is, but they'll do this on Facebook. They'll drop a bomb in the middle of the fucking room and walk away, and everybody's like, and let everybody just fucking kill each other over it.
Yep.
Right?
Context.
Yeah, because what they do is they majority of the time it's just a headline.
Right.
Right. They will just post a headline, and then people will rip them apart, saying, "Hey, where's the rest of the context to this? You can't just throw this out there and not give us any context. Give us the article. Let me see the article. Don't just show me this. Don't just throw this out there at me."
Yeah. When do you think that shifted? Because I have a pretty good idea of
when it shifted.
Yeah.
Well, I would
think
say
about this, man. When you were
probably
younger,
around.
right?
What's that?
Let's think about this. When you were younger, right? What did your parents do? Like or Monday morning, right? They get up, get the paper, sit down, have their breakfast, their coffee. At least my parents, right? They sit there and flip open the paper.
Yeah, we didn't generally get the paper until the afternoon, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Sucks to be you guys. Shit.
Dude, I lived in the backwoods of nowhere, and I lived so far back in the boonies of West Virginia, and they had to pipe in sunlight.
Nice. Sometimes that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But it was when the internet came about, right? Because that is when, the news that was reported, you could generally assume that it was correct, right? Because you could call your friend and, hey, yeah, I see this. It's printed. It cannot be changed. It can't be manipulated once it's printed. It's a lot harder to infiltrate, and that's a bad way of putting it, but any kind of source, especially that way, when you're doing it all by hand. As soon as it becomes digital, right? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them.
And they all stink.
Yep. And the thing is they're easily hidden.
Yeah.
They're easily hidden until you want somebody to see them.
Yeah, no, there's some truth there to that.
Right. And now, you just do anywhere you go. You change whatever you want. Right. Wikipedia. Oh, yeah, this is about this person. Sure. Who wrote it? Because anybody can edit most of them.
Yeah, that's true. You actually funny. Steven Crowder actually did a show on that.
Oh, really?
He did, where they actually went through and they fact checked stuff straight out of Wikipedia.
No kidding. Well, I was looking. Let me see if I can check something, because I was looking up something today. What was it? Uh-oh. The stuff ain't working. Okay, there we go. Where is it? Oh, here we are. No. Man, I'll tell you, sometimes I lose my train of thought.
And I'm supposed to be the old fart?
Was this the one? Okay. Botanica, that's not the right one. No, I can't find it. Okay. I'll come back to it later if I can remember.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
My bad. But yeah, it was something I was looking up, and I was looking for the definition of something. And it was funny because the only place that I could find a definition wasn't in the dictionary, like Webster's or anything like that. It was a Cambridge Institute. They had their own. Now, I don't know if I would, because that's a institution, right?
Right.
I think they kind of publish their own stuff, don't they? So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, it was like, why can't we find a definition of a common word in the dictionary?
But
It was just something I was looking up earlier.
So here's something that has been boggling my mind for a number of years now. And I think I've discussed this with you one-on-one. But I'm going to kind of share it with everyone here. One of the things I don't understand is, what is the end goal? And what I mean by that is, what is the end goal of all the media rhetoric, all the political rhetoric, and the division of the people? It doesn't matter what country you're in. There's a division of people happening globally. Look around, you'll see it. What's the end goal? That's what I don't understand. As an engineer, when I do things for an end result, an end goal. The end justifies the means. Okay. Well, what is the mean? What is the end? We know what the means are. We're seeing it, but I don't know what the end is. And that frightens me more than anything.
You mean the control of the people? What is their end goal?
Yes.
Theoretically. Well, now you got to remember, I'm not school educated. I dropped out in high school.
Doesn't matter.
I dropped out, got my red seal, never spent a day in post-secondary to get it either. So, just so you know, I look at it from their side. What is the number one thing that we as humans do? We work. We work.
Yeah, we work.
Right?
Yep.
Who are we working for? In general.
Well, we work for others, but in general, we're working for our families.
Yeah,
I do.
to support them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I work for me and my family.
Yep. So, but what do we? Money is the end goal. Control is the end goal. Okay. So as you start a company, right? What's your end goal? If you're starting a company, what is your end goal? Say it's sewage and septic. Okay. I'll just throw that out there. Sewage. Okay.
Sure.
Septic, you go pump. What is your goal in life when you create that company? You're not doing it because you absolutely love it and that's the only reason you're doing it. You're doing it to financially forward yourself, right? To put yourself in a position.
Sure.
Right? Because the more money you have, the more you can control. Well, because now you hire your workers. Now, you don't have to work nearly as hard. You have your workers, right? That are, I mean, it's a pyramid. That's all it boils down to. The guys at the top don't have to do fuck all. Well, I mean, they don't have to get their hands dirty.
Yeah, the blue collar side is less.
Right. We gotta go. You got right, but that's not who the end game is for. The end game is not for the blue collar worker. We're at our end game. As soon as you own a company, you're at your end game, because the only person that you're working for at that point is the government. You know what I mean?
I do.
We're like, we're a colony. Everybody on Earth. That doesn't matter who it is, what you believe in. Everybody believes in something, right?
Yep. Agree with that.
It's depends on how far you dig into what each individual person believes in. And I like digging into that because I like to know why people think the way they do. Right? And that's like, it's hard. It's really hard to explain because, like I say, I'm not the best at explaining it. Their end game is control. That's what it boils down to. It's the only thing that is there. Because when you rule everything, you don't have to do anything. You can sit back and give, I'm the owner of the company. I have, my certain, what do you want to call it? You have your agenda, right?
Yep.
As long as you're hitting those goals, everybody's happy, right? The boss is happy. The workers are happy. If the boss isn't happy, well, they come down to you now. Well, why aren't they happy? If production is still going, right? People are getting their products, doing whatever. You own your company. All your septic customers are happy, right?
Yeah, you're getting the shit out of their house.
Exactly. Now,
Literally.
what happens if one truck fucks up? Well, now you got a phone call to the office.
Yep.
Now you've disrupted that. And who's the one that's the most pissed off? The owner of the company. Because now they've lost, say it costs $500 to have it sucked out. Well, that's $500 now the customer or the company has lost out. Now he's upset. Now it comes down to the workers. The blue collar workers are the lowest in the colony.
Yep, that's true.
And that's what I said about, the government has mistaken kindness for weakness. And people are starting to realize, and it's not just here.
Yeah,
it's control. That's there's no
control. Yes, and I agree with you. I think it is control. But maybe I just analyze things too much, which my wife tells me I do all the time. I'm an engineer. It's what I do. I analyze shit. All right, get over it. But why? Right? And it's a rhetorical why, right? I'm not asking you why. It's more of a, it's a generalized why. Okay, let's think about this. Why? What? I agree with you. I think it's power. I think it's money. But we're all mortal. We all have a finite time in this universe, period. There's nothing you can do to change that.
No.
Technology might help you expand it and make it longer. But
that's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole different conversation that we're going to get into. We'll probably get into that conversation another time.
Yes.
When we start diving into technology and stuff. But it's how do we, for me, it's just how do I wrap my mind around the why? And maybe there really is no answer as to why. It's just because we can. Right? It's like
the flip side of why. Mean, why not?
Why am I sipping a really nice bourbon right now? Because I can.
And that's why not?
Right? And this is really good, by the way.
Yeah, mine's okay. It's a little hoppy, but not bad.
So, but my point is I mean, I think this kind of cascades and leads all the way back to the beginning of what we started talking about, and this is the Freedom Convoy and our freedoms throughout the globe, as a whole, right? You guys notice the background, and you notice Brent's background is the same as our full background. By the way, credit to him; he created this. This is awesome, beautiful, love it.
Appreciate it. It's
great work, my dude.
I think it turned out okay.
Yep, turned out really good. So props to you on that. But
it's just the way I see it.
Yeah, and what's funny is I posted this on my Facebook page. So I'm kind of digressing a little bit, but I've posted this on my Facebook page, and you probably have seen some of the comments.
No.
You should go check out some of the comments on my page.
Okay.
I've had some really good feedback. I've had some good feedback on it.
Awesome.
From family and friends. At least 2 comments. And some stuff that they didn't post there, but they were send me direct messages. People love it.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But where I'm going with this is we've got everybody has a finite time in the universe. We're all going to expire. Someone is going to take over for us, right? So, and when you die and you move on, you can't take it with you. You just can't.
No.
Look at the pharaohs of Egypt have tried. They tried for centuries and it didn't work. You know, they're now just skull and bones like the rest of us end up being.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's to me, it's illogical.
Yep.
It defies logic, but that is kind of the scary part. Is it defies logic?
Yeah.
Right. It goes beyond logic. You know, I ask myself every time I hear a politician speak, I don't give a shit what side of the aisle they're on. I don't care who they are, what color they are. I ask this of all politicians. You know, whether it been Obama, whether it be Trump, whether it been Bush, whether it been Clinton, you know, whether it been Bush Senior, Reagan, Carter, Ford. I think I just went in order.
Yeah.
I did. I just went in order.
All right then.
And including former Vice President Joe Biden. I like the way Steven Crowder refers to him as former vice president instead of the president.
Yep.
Absolutely. I'm going to use it.
I like it.
Steven, I'm going to take that shot from you, my friend. Anyway, so when someone speaks, when one of those guys, one of those gals, whoever it is speaks, you know, it's always I'm always listening to see what their end goal is. You know, I loved your reference of owning a business and throwing a business together. Very good reference. I think you missed a piece.
Thank you.
Though.
Yep.
I think you missed a piece. And the piece that I think you missed is fulfillment. Right?
Fair enough.
Right. So you and I both know we both have kids. We both have daughters. We both have a son.
Yep.
Right. Matter of fact, I think you have. Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. So we do our best to teach them and raise them to learn, so they will learn. It's not for us.
No.
For them. Because we try to use the experience that we've gained over our lifetime to show them and teach them lessons that we've learned. Whether they choose to listen or not, that's a whole different topic. Because they're kids.
They're individuals, man.
Listen.
Listen.
My point is we get fulfillment out of it. You know,
Yes. True.
You know, when my son comes to me and he's like, "Hey Dad, I've got this problem and it's doing this and this and this," you know, from a technical perspective, like on his computer or something. He's like, "Hey Dad, it's doing this. I tried that and it didn't work. And maybe I'm missing something." That makes me proud because I've been trying to teach him tech, you know, go through math. When he does math and stuff, the boy is brilliant when it comes to math and tech. So, you know, for me, it's fulfillment. And I know for many company owners, it's fulfillment. They're offering a service to people. Yeah, their compensation is they're getting paid for it.
Yep.
But you know what? That's why I kind of push back on the
fair enough.
on the once you're at the top, you know, because let's look at Brime, for instance. Right?
Yeah.
Brime was taken over a little over a year ago by Zach and Geekin.
Yes.
And
sorry, let me pause you for 1 second because you're right. 100%. I should have clarified. It is to the individual that is managing that company.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, because
you're
you
fine.
know, and I know exactly where you're going, and I agree 100% with you.
Yep.
So yeah, continue. Sorry, man.
No, you're fine. So these guys do this, and they're doing this for a goal. They see an opportunity to offer a service to people that's never been offered before. They understand the niche market, right? We're gamers, we're streamers, we're people. We are people. Okay. And so they're putting in their blood, sweat, and tears to build this platform. And
True.
it's only
Yes.
fair they get compensated for their work.
Definitely.
And as things build and as things grow, you know, CEO is going to be held responsible for a lot of decisions that he's got to make sure that things grow.
Yep.
You know, his interaction with the community is a prime example of how he's there listening, he's watching, he's paying attention. Not only is he drafting terms of service, drafting job requirements, ensuring that they get funding for everything that they need to be able to push this service forward. You know, work on potential advertisers, work on the list goes on and on and on.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's fulfillment. That's what I'm getting to. Ultimately, it all boils down to fulfillment of the individual. And I think
Yes.
now that we talk about this, that might be part of the end goal is their own fulfillment of, I accomplished this. I made all these people fight each other.
Yep. And that's exactly it. We can control them like little puppets and just do what.
Yeah. Yeah. You get the
little marionettes going.
Yes. Marionettes. I couldn't think of the word.
No. And that's exactly, you make a great point, man. That's the thing, right? Like, how do you stop it though? Well, I think you're starting to see it.
Yeah. There's a comment in chat that Thick CBD did that he said the end goal is that by 2030 no one will own anything. I think that's kind of true.
Yeah. No. Oh shit. Oh, that's my brother. What's up, dude?
I know.
I didn't.
I know it is.
Fucking haven't even been noticing that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I think he's. I think he's right. I think that's part of it.
Yeah, control it all.
Because they control it all, and then they can give out what they feel that they want to give out. And
I think, and this kind of can go back to the convoy, like at Windsor, right? The Ambassador Bridge, they're starting to, I guess, arrest people there.
I've been across that bridge so many times.
Right? But what they have to realize, and I think this is why there's so much pushback, especially against the border crossings, it's not the government that can control it. It's the people.
Yes.
It is the people. And like I say, you're biting the hand that feeds you. When you call these people racist and bigots and trying to promote all this shit, when we can clearly see that's not. Can you go on to, because I don't know if you can hear my sound. Let me see here. I don't know. Can you hear that?
No, you'll have to share.
Okay. Oh, that might be a problem. Okay. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this real quick.
You know what? Actually, if I send it to you on Messenger, you'll get it, right?
Yep.
Perfect.
There you go. There's a reason why this document says "We the People."
Oh, let me do it this way. Yes, we the people. Exactly. Now,
We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, and ensure domestic tranquility.
What is this?
I might have had to learn the Constitution by heart.
Really, did you?
I did in school as a kid.
Nice.
But I've taken an oath 3 times in my life. 3 times? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 times. To support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America.
No kidding.
I've served alongside many, many different nations, everywhere from, Canadian soldiers to
kidding.
Iraqi soldiers to Russian soldiers, French soldiers, British, German, Belgium, Italian, Spanish.
Jesus.
I've served with all of them, and I've done training with them and worked with them, and every single one has been a top-notch stand-up individual. Every single one.
Doesn't surprise me. The link that I just sent you, I didn't get a chance to listen to it, but it looks like somebody's telling the CTV the real story.
Okay, so let's watch it together.
From their side,
folks.
Sounds good.
Let's watch it together, folks.
Yeah, well, so is this all going to be edited? Are we live? Well, then, what's the point of even doing this? Really? You guys should take that videos. Really?
Yeah, because you're a little now. You take your words out, you change your words.
This is a beautiful moment. This is absolutely minus 21. Standing united. I come from Toronto just to be here with all these beautiful people. Not one bad thing that I saw this whole entire weekend. We love everyone. We want everyone to be safe and healthy, and that's all we're trying to do. This isn't about an anti-vax. This is about mandates, being forced to do something that people are choosing not to do. And I got nothing against that guy. I love that fucking guy. I just wanted to know what the hell's going on here. Why you guys moved in on him right away? I haven't seen any mainstream media go after talk to anybody. You haven't talked to anybody. We're worried about we're relying on alternate media. You guys are losing your followers because people are after alternate media. We're getting our information from alternate sources. Real truth. You guys censor everything. And censorship is communism. It's not dictatorship. Okay? How do you guys feel? It is dictatorship. It's not democracy. How do you feel about this?
He corrected himself.
What's your opinion?
Yep.
And then they leave.
Yep.
So there's something important about that about this guy. Don't know who he is. Doesn't matter. Look at what he's carrying.
I have no idea. Yeah.
If anybody doesn't know what he's carrying, what he has there is the original Stars and Stripes with the 13 stars representing the 13 colonies in the United States.
It's kind of why I sent it to you.
Let's finish it.
What's your opinion? Oh, Canada, we're taking our country back right now. Love everyone, man, bro.
And we have this guy.
Okay, so her sign said, "Anti-vaxxers, please leave. No one wants you here."
Yep.
That goes back to what I said earlier. You know, this is not about, being anti-vax. Has nothing to do with that because 90% of them are already vaccinated.
Yeah.
We're not going to go down that road again.
They're claiming that 90% of Canada is vaccinated.
Yeah. 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 So
okay,
the mandate.
Let's go.
So let's talk about mandates for a second.
Yes.
Since we're on the subject, we're going to talk about mandates for a second. So when all the mandates started, right, a lot of people were like, just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. There was a lot of press out there saying, well, this is going to, and I can say this now, this is going to stop it. No, it isn't. This is going to prevent you from getting it. No, it isn't. I as an engineer, I'm a scientist at heart. And I may not be into biochem and know how a lot of that shit works, but I can guarantee you it doesn't work like that.
No. I'm an idiot. Okay, straight up.
You're not an idiot. But,
listen, I know though, there's a difference between a bacterial infection and a viral infection. There is cures for bacterial infections. There has never been a cure for a virus.
Nope. Just
Hence
helps you
the flu
fight
shot.
it.
It's the same shit.
Yes.
So what if we knew that the flu shot would not get rid of the flu, right? But it would lessen or decrease your symptoms, right? And we still took it for years. And that's fine. Why not just come out and tell people the truth then, or the truth, depending on what you go from? It's not going to stop it. It's not going to prevent you from having it, but it will lessen your symptoms. If they would have come out right away and said that, they still have a hard time saying that.
They do.
Because, well, and I believe, and this is, we can go down a rabbit hole. But I would not be surprised. Sorry, it's not that my belief, and this is my opinion. I would not be surprised if you've seen every major political leader out there have a contract with these companies per shot.
Yeah, there's some
10, 15, 20, 30% per shot. I know my shot, like, look, full disclosure, I got it. It is what it is. That was my choice to do it. Did I want to? Not really. No, because of the reports of heart issues and stuff, and my family has a history of heart problems. I got it because if shit was going to get as bad as it potentially could, I wanted to be able to do shit with my kids, go out with them, and that goes back to fulfillment. That's what makes me happy.
Yep.
I'm willing to risk my own health for my kids. It is that simple. And there is about probably, I would say, at least 60% of the people out there right now during these convoys, doesn't matter where it is, and I don't care if it's America, Canada, Italy, France, they're the same.
Mm-hmm.
They're willing to die on this hill.
Yep.
Because
I think it's a hill worth dying on.
Wrong. Absolutely. If I could be there, I'd be there. The problem is I have a family. I have to take care of them.
Agree.
Right?
No, I'm with you 100%.
You know,
totally agree with that. And that's kind of why, it leads into one of the things that I brought up. So there was someone on Twitter, don't remember who it was, but they had made a comment about women's bodies, and as part of that whole Me Too movement and whatnot.
Oh,
which, I totally get that. And there are some shitty fucking people out there. There's some men and women that are just total fucking dirtbags when it comes to that kind of shit. And
absolutely.
I find out someone did that to one of my girls, and I got special toys to help take care of people like that. But
yep.
When I made the comment, I said, okay, so this applies to these mandated vaccines as well, right? My body, my choice. They're like, well, no, it's completely different. I'm like, well, why is that completely different? It's my body. So let me make the choice. You don't want somebody making the choice of whether or not you should keep that baby.
Hey, that's a whole other fucking discussion.
Right? Right. But
yes.
My point is I was making the correlation, and they were like, no. And okay, get it. Yeah, there are some differences. I totally understand that. It has greater impacts. Stated has greater impacts. Okay, right. Fine, whatever. But as far as, you don't know everyone's health. To just throw a blanket statement out there. And it's like me. I throw a blanket statement out there and say, nope, nobody should get an abortion. No one should have that procedure done. No woman should ever have that procedure done. That's not fair of me. I don't know the situation for every single person. I don't know what the health of the mother is. I don't know what the situation is, whether it's an incest, whether it's something that was non-consensual, whatever, so making that statement is wrong. It's just like, I think that making that statement of everyone should have the vaccine is wrong. I think it comes down to individual choice and determine for yourself, right? Because just because you get it doesn't mean you're not going to carry it. I've had that discussion with other people, and now they're backtracking because I said, you can still carry it. They're like, no, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yep.
And now they're coming out saying, well, yeah, you can. I'm like, I told you so. Yes, you can. Well,
exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So, okay. So, just the whole vaccine thing, right? Now, when I say it's about money, right? Then, like I said, it's just a theory of mine. But riddle me this. Canada is a country of 38, I think, million, 38.1, 38.2 million.
Have you guys got that many people hiding out in the border of the U.S.? Jesus.
You have no fucking idea. Oh, I think it was.
Sorry, I had to. Go ahead.
Look back to, I think it was what, 1812, 1912, 1912, 1812. When the hell was that? Anyway, but whatever. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So here's my question: 38 million, right? Trudeau, sorry, this was 2021, March of 2021. Canada has ordered more than 400 million COVID-19 vaccine shots. 400
Can you pull
million.
up? Can you share it?
Oh, shit. Where'd it go? Hang on. I shut that down by accident. Now, I'm not the smartest boy. Okay. Let me do some quick maths here in my head. So what do we got? We got 400 million. Where did it go? There it is. Where is it? Okay. Let us go here, and
That's 10.5 doses for everyone.
I was going to say, yeah, it's got to be up there. Right here. That's from CBC.
More than 400 million.
Okay. I believe every shot. Now, this is Canadian money, so it's like $2.50 US. I think it's like $35 or $40 per shot. Now, hang on. Let's do something here.
You do it right, it works out for enough booster shots for 2030. That's probably true.
Right. So if we times that by,
that makes enough sense.
Okay. Now, if where is it here? Let me just see. Holy shit. Now, if we go off what I think is, say it's $35 per shot, right? Times that by 400 million. Is that $14 billion?
Yeah, something like that.
$14 billion.
Massive.
Now, if you figure out, say, even 15% of that, can you imagine the incentive there is? I heard reports now. I don't know. Sifu, you might be able to tell me because you're in the U.S. and I don't exactly get everything that I'd like from there. Is it true that the CDC was saying that you don't, the younger kids do not need a booster shot? There's no scientific evidence.
Yep.
So why the fuck are we still promoting it to the children? It makes no sense to me.
Money?
And I'm not trying to be an asshole about it. I just need shit to make sense. I fix problems for a living. That's what I do.
Yeah.
When I see something that doesn't make sense, I try and fix it.
Yeah. What we do.
I can't make it make sense.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think we're gonna get to a point of it making absolute sense. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I for one fully support everything that's going on that the people of Canada are doing and what the rumored people of the U.S. are doing. Fully support that.
Oh, the World Economic. We will get into that a different day.
Yeah, we'll get into.
Yes.
There's.
Sorry,
some
I
things
lost my train of thought. You had just said something. What did you just say? I'm scatterbrained today.
I support, everything that's going on for the freedom, the Freedom Convoy in Canada and the potential one in the United States.
Yes. All I have to say, just a small suggestion to the guys in the U.S. This is just coming from a Canadian that's been watching this shit. Stop using social media. Use
Yeah.
TikTok. Use TikTok. That's what your fucking radios are for.
Yeah,
That's-
even TikTok is
Right, but they're not censoring. And I
they're
think
not
this
censoring
kinda-
that.
No, they're not censoring TikTok. A lot.
No.
they're
What I
sha-
mean is
or-
they're not censoring the convoy people.
No,
Yet.
and this is the thing. They are shadow banning some of them, which I totally get. Hey, it's their company. It's China's company. They want to do what they want to do with. It is what it is, right?
What it
I
is.
mean, hey, we're all dumb enough to have it and let them look at our shit, and it,
Mm.
you know, we let it. I have nothing to hide. If I did, do you think I'd have a setup, right? The phones, the computer. Do you think I'd do all that if I was that concerned? No.
Oh yeah, same here.
What's up? No. Hi. Oh, my wife just came in.
Nope, that's fine.
So, you know, I don't care. I have absolutely fuck all to hide.
Nope, I think that's
Um,
good advice. I
the-
really like that. That's
and-
good stuff.
If you really want to hit them, no, like I say, do it peacefully. Very peacefully. All you boys have to do, if you really want to make a difference in each of your states, go to the major news outlet there. Your CNN, your major correspondents, your CNN, your MSNBC, your Fox, if it depends on, you know, how whoever, you know, if that's,
Yeah, they're questionable.
well, this is the thing. Do it to them all. Even if they're not questionable, right? If they're not independent, take your trucks and park them out front. Just park them. You don't have to be violent. Stop working. I know you got families to feed. The problem is, go down for 2 weeks and see what happens. You want to get somebody's attention? What do you think they've done at the ambassador border? We got attention.
And they've been there for a couple of days.
It's only a few days.
Yeah.
Imagine if everybody said, fuck it, park it right in front of CNN. Do the exact same thing they're doing in Ottawa right now. Don't look at Coots Border. Don't look at the other ones. Don't look at the Ambassador Bridge. Okay. They are all kind of connected, but the most organized is the Ottawa protest, period. They are working with the law enforcement there. They have XRCMP with them. They have... You good?
Yeah, I just heard a loud banging in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. They have doctors behind them. They have all these people. You gotta organize, and you gotta be safe, be loud, but be peaceful. And trust me, I know you want to lose your shit. 100%. Canadians do too. We're not. Because the second you do, guess what? That gives them authority. The people hold the authority, not the government. In my eyes. And that's the way it should be. Because we're the ones that run the country. We're the ones that run the world. Right? You
Yep.
need to do it peacefully. And absolutely, you got the Second Amendment. Exercise it. That's fine. But do it respectfully. Because remember, there's a lot of people out there, even ex-vets, ex-cops and stuff, that are in these protests. They know what it's like to be in your shoes and vice versa. Because they're civilians as well at heart. Right?
Yep.
Even though they still serve, they're still civilians. And
Absolutely.
every single one of them swore an oath. It's to the people, not the government. That's what they have to realize and remember. That's just
Yep.
personal opinion of mine.
I think that's good words. I think it's really good stuff for folks to kind of take to heart and listen to. Good shit. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, so we've been going at this for about an hour and a half now.
Oh shit. Time flies.
Yeah, it kind of flies when we just this happens to us when we're just talking, right?
Yeah.
Time just flies by, and like we were going through shit yesterday, and I don't think you realized we were talking on Discord for like 4 hours
Are you
yesterday.
serious? Holy shit, man.
You know, everything between the kids and coming up
Yeah.
with the platform to stream on, and I'm
Sorry.
very curious. Leave me a note in the comments or something. Leave us a note in the comments.
Yes.
About what do you guys think of the layout? What do you guys think of how we've laid everything out? And God damn it, I can't even think of the word now.
If you guys like
portrayed everything,
if
yeah,
you know, if you want to see other things, do we? Let me see 1 second. I want to see. Ooh,
one of the things, you know, we plan to hit a lot of different topics. Right now, I think we're going to focus on doing this maybe once a week.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get our feet wet and get moving, see how things pan out.
I think every Sunday, like if we do the same thing,
yeah,
I'm cool with that. I can set that up.
Yep, I'm thinking that's probably going to be the way we do it.
Well, we have an entire week's worth of conversations as well.
Yeah, but you know, it's interesting because looking at my list, we hit one thing.
Yep.
We literally hit one thing. And
so we've got it,
and that's fine.
So what he's saying, folks, is we've got at least probably 7, 8, 9 shows.
We probably could easily. Yeah.
6.
Yeah, we could probably keep. I mean, we could probably keep going too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
at least for probably another. Well, let's do it for another 20 minutes anyway before we call it a day.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So there are a couple other things that are going on. So, we're kind of talking politics. One of the things that I saw something that let me find it again. Apparently, there's been some increased movement from the Russia's military and their navy out off the coast of Ukraine and Crimea.
Okay, so question: can you share that? The only reason I'm wondering is because
I'm trying to find it again.
Okay, because I've heard quite the difference in coverage on that. And you know what? And this is the beautiful thing about the internet, and that's why I love technology and I hate it. Right? It goes back to your whole doctors and technology, right? I love technology except in the medical field. People say why? I said because it hinders natural selection.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but that's just what it does. But what I've seen like on TikTok, right? Not on Facebook, because I mean Facebook's the last fucking place I would ever take any kind of information from. It's probably one of the worst sources you could, in my opinion. Not saying that it's a bad place, but hey. But places like TikTok where you can actually see firsthand accounts. Instagram is another good one. Twitter is one. Mind you, I might be shifting away from there. We'll see. But you get to see other perspectives and such as what you see on the news for the convoy and this. But back to your Russia and Ukraine, right? I've seen reports out of like videos of people in Ukraine. Some places, like the northern parts, towards more the border, they're actually training civilians on how to use guns. Right? Other reports, kind of further south, life is normal. They're going about their daily routines, not caring about a damn thing. So, but the media that I see in Canada is everything is bad. Tensions are so high. The drop of a button, something's going to happen, or a pin. Something's going to happen. I don't know, because I don't think Russia really wants that to happen. They kind of want it peacefully. As weird as that sounds, but I think they would rather go at it peacefully. then cause the shitstorm that could happen or will happen. But I haven't looked too much into it lately over the past week or so.
Okay. I think I found something.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. So Russian submarine off the coast off right near Istanbul.
No
Selling
shit.
sell
That
to
was
the Black Sea.
today.
Yes. That's a Russian submarine.
Huh. That ain't cool.
So that's coming from Reuters. So
Assert your dominance early.
yeah. So I mean,
Huh.
we've been on restricted restricted access to our work facilities. So I don't really know what's going on from a military intel side. So, and even if I mean, I could probably hint at something, but I probably couldn't tell you.
Fair
I
enough.
did know. At least from some of my sources. They consider that, for some reason, the U.S. government considers that espionage, and I don't really want to do that.
No, that would not be good.
It would be bad.
Yep, very bad.
So, my thoughts on it are, I think it's just a show of Putin rattling his sword, saying, you know what, USA, we're going to do what the fuck we want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because you don't have the balls to do anything about it.
No.
And one thing you can't deny is, love him or hate him, when Trump was in office, nobody did shit.
Nope.
Everybody was on their best behavior because they knew he was going to be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you. I'm going to blow y'all up.
You know what? Listen, granted, I'm a Canadian. My opinion doesn't really doesn't account for shit.
Got the best military curtain in the world, the United States. I got to go through us to get to you.
Yeah, but it takes us to get some balls till you boys finally stand up. I'm just saying, you left it up to us, fuckers. You had your chance and you fucked it. You had your chance.
That burn was good.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, man. Listen, like I say, I see it from both sides. Right? Look, I don't agree with everything Trump said.
No, me neither.
Even to this day, man. I still don't agree with everything he says.
Nope.
The man is a businessman.
Yep.
That's what he is. The only way to run a country, the proper way to run a country is like a business. Right? The problem is who's the boss? And what is the boss? What do they want? Like you said, Sifu, fulfillment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fulfillment. What has Trump always said, even back in the 80s? It's America first.
Yeah.
We got to stop. We got to get away from China. We got to get away from all that crap.
Yeah. No, you're right. He has been saying that go back and look at some of his interviews. So, love him or hate him.
Yeah.
He was not wrong on most of what he said and did.
No. In my opinion, from what I've seen, one of, if not the top two, the top one best presidents you guys have actually ever had. I had never seen a country so fucking happy and so goddamn proud. Ever.
Yeah, that's
And then you all shit your pants, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it's not your fault. Right?
Yeah.
It's the excrement you have supposedly sitting up in that beautiful house of there.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah, beautiful house. Waste of an exoskeleton, though.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know.
but you got to use your voice. And like I say, when you do it peacefully. That's the biggest thing. Because, I mean, it's the American way, right? Shoot up, guns,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. So I'm going to throw down our email address there at the bottom. Anybody's got any
Perfect.
ideas or something they want to throw at us, feel free to hit us with that. And you can hit us up on, did I get that right? The CAPP Show
I believe so.
on
Should
Twitter.
be the right one. Yes, sir.
So you guys can hit us up on that as well.
If you guys have any
Those are out there
questions,
for you.
comments,
You want to tell us you two are off your fucking rocker and you
Yep.
should never make another stream or podcast again. And
We'll take it.
we'll both tell you where to get fucked because we don't
Yep.
care.
Yeah. Well, listen, foremost, I want to explain something very simple to people. Okay. Okay. Yeah, of course we're not cases. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah. That was him being extremely sweet, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Wow.
I've heard him
that.
cuss you out in games.
Yeah. I want to explain something very, very simple. Now, I don't know if this is going to reach anybody. I see the people watching, and I appreciate you guys. We do. We appreciate everybody here. There are 3 fundamental things that every single person in this world needs to do. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what political stripe you are. I don't give a flying fuck. 3 very important things that I tell people that you need to do in any conversation. Receive the information from wherever it is. I don't care if it's from a friend, media, a post, something you have read in a book. I don't care. Receive it, reflect on it. Okay? Reflect on it. That is the biggest thing you can do. Form your own opinion and then you project. Okay? That if you don't receive the information and reflect on it, you're not going to have a proper response. It's a 3 R's. Received, reflect, respond. It is that fucking simple. I wish more people would do it.
You're absolutely right.
There's no other way I can put it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you on that.
Fucking-
I need to shorten that. That's
Zach.
too long.
I'm sorry. Fucking Zach.
Good job, Zach.
Nice. I love it.
Wait,
I love
is that Justin Bieber?
It is.
Oh, okay.
No,
this
you
is an
fuckers
ongoing
can keep
argument
him.
between
No,
us.
You assholes can keep him.
No, fuck you. You take him
No, that
back and
baby
give
back
us.
bitch,
You give us Linus. You give us fucking Linus, and
You know what?
take
I'm
that
gonna
little
put this
piece
to
of
bed.
shit back.
Look at
No.
You
No.
little fuckers. Listen.
No.
Listen. No. Listen.
No.
Where's Scooter Braun from? Where's he from?
I don't
The
care.
US. Yeah, he cherry picked him from us. Ergo, he is your fucking problem. Period.
No.
Full stop. That's exactly it. See, Brandon's got it right.
Shut up, Brandon.
He's not wrong.
Stop taking his side. I don't care
Brandon
if you are
says in the
brothers.
comments,
Don't take his
we have
side.
Justin Castro. You can keep the little puke. I like it.
He's such an asshole.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
We still want Linus though.
No.
Yes, we want Linus.
No.
We want
He is
all of
ours.
LMG. Bring all of LMG to us.
Listen, we have 2 national treasures here, okay? One of them is Linus. You do know who the other one is.
Alex Trebek.
Oh my god, no. Who's the sexiest person in the world?
Shania Twain.
Oh my god.
She's Canadian.
Oh god, no. Deadpool, motherfucker.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds, of course. I know.
Yes.
I
They
love
are our
Ryan.
national treasures.
Ryan's awesome.
Absolutely. Yep.
I'm glad you like that.
Oh shit.
So I think for our first run through this was pretty good.
Not bad.
I got to figure out how I can get a copy of it so I can do some editing to it and
Yes.
lighten it up and throw it out on the YouTubes.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's a way that I can record it as well.
Okay.
Because if I can record it, I mean, I've got Photoshop
Yeah, I've got
or Vegas. Sorry.
Yeah, I got Sony Vegas as well. I got Vegas Pro 15.
Absolutely, Zach. I you know what? I'm gonna put this out there right now, and I don't care. I honestly don't give a flying fuck. Brime's way better than fucking Twitch. It's better than YouTube, personally. Honestly, and I forgot, and Sifu brought this up the other night. D Live. I forgot about that. That's how fucking bad that thing's got to be.
A lot of
that I
people
forgot about.
Forgotten about it.
Yeah. No, I love this. I absolutely love Brian. I will. This will be a new home, and also for my personal stuff. Later.
Yeah, and I think that we are the first. I don't know. Zach can correct me, or Geekin. I think Geekin finally went to bed after being up for 30 fucking hours again.
Jesus Christ, that guy's a fucking machine.
Yeah. I think we are the first podcast style talk show thing on Brime.
Sweet.
So I'd like to try and make this a regular thing. Depending on the response we get on YouTube to start, we may do a multi-stream to YouTube, or we may just go ahead and just stream primarily to Brime and upload to YouTube later on.
Fuck it, pull a Joe Rogan. Why not? Right? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
But yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming hanging out with us today.
Yes,
had a lot of fun. We had this is some of the conversations that he and I have, and we share things with each other just like we did with you guys.
Yep.
I had a lot of fun. Brent, thank you for coming and hanging out today.
No, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you
you
guys.
being here and sipping some whiskey with me. I already finished mine. I'm not going to pour any more right now.
Oh, I just poured a little bit of Crown. So.
Oh, okay. But for everybody that's in the chat and hanging out with us, thanks for coming hanging out.
Much appreciated, guys.
You guys enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back next week, same time, which is 2 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Sure.
This is U.S. North America time for you guys that are questioning that. And we hope to see you again. So thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Thank you all. We
have a great week, everyone.
See you guys later.